Big news just dropped. Breakout Prop just got acquired by Kraken, which is one of the biggest centralized crypto exchanges in the world. And that means more funding opportunities, but it also means their valuation just got more important than ever. Now, I'm not new to this. I've been trading on Breakout Prop for well over a year. I'm actually one of the first traders to make content on a YouTube channel about Breakout Prop. And you can check my YouTube channel. I have tutorials that have been on there for about a year now. And I've been following the journey ever since. I've seen the updates, and I've seen the growth that led to this Kraken merger. In this video, this will be more than a tutorial on how to navigate the platform. I'll be breaking down 3 simple tips to help you pass the Breakout Prop evaluation and finally secure that funded account. Nothing in this video is financial advice, so I definitely want to make sure we make that clear. This is just my opinion and perspective and tips that I have used to pass the evaluation. I've done this for a long time now, so I have some experience that I definitely want to pass on to you, which I know when people are new, they sometimes don't think about. So first of all, tip number 1, know the rules inside and out. Now, the first thing I noticed is that when I came on this website, since the merger update or the acquisition update, it's been changed. So if you click on Learn, click on Drawdown Rules, you're definitely going to want to read all of this, okay? But I'm going to go off what I know, just basically off the top of my head, on some of the things that are going to help you. Some of the specific rules, I should say, that are like what matter the most, so that way you don't get breached. Breach is when you fail the evaluation. Breakout Prop's rules are straightforward, but they are unforgiving. For the purposes of this example, I'm going to always talk about the $100,000 account. That's the only account I would ever use personally. So it makes it easier for the math here, right? So for the 1 step, basically you have to make 10% before you lose 6%. So that means your goal is to make $10,000 before you lose $6,000. That's the 1 step, okay? The 2 step is a little bit different. You've got to do it twice. And I'll save you that for another video. This is mostly just focused on the 1 step, okay? The 2 step, you have to pass 2 evaluations, essentially. One 5,000 and one 10,000. That's why there's 2 here, okay? But for now, just for easy math, we're going to do the 100,000 on the 1 step, okay? It costs $9.99. Now, this is how it works. The max daily loss is 4%, which is roughly $4,000. Now, technically, it could be different than that if you were already up. So that's why it says 4% and not 4,000. But the max drawdown is 6,000 overall. Now, I have a video on my YouTube channel, and I'll put it up here actually in the corner, that gives a little strategy that I came up with just to make sure you don't get breached in the first day. It's about setting stop losses. It's basically just a bankroll management strategy, not financial advice. But essentially, you don't want to lose this in a single day. And I find that a lot of people who follow me on my YouTube channel, I do live streaming every Sunday, and I talk to folks, and also in my private group. A lot of times people get breached because they lose the 4% in 1 day, almost more than the 6,000 overall. So that's why I made that video. So the first thing is to know those rules to keep you from hitting that 4%. You think, oh, I thought I had 6,000, but really it's 4% in a single day. So what that basically means is you might be up $5,000 or even $9,000. And let's say you're out of all your trades. You've banked that much. You might think, oh, I can lose 6,000. It's 4% in 1 day. And also their day is explained in your dashboard up here. There's going to be a clock that shows you where the day begins and ends. So that's something you want to keep an eye on because it's the 24 hours on their clock. It's not a rolling 24-hour period. So that's the first thing you want to acknowledge. Because let's say you're down 3.9%, you're just going to want to sit on your hands until that day is over and then start trading again the next day because now you got more wiggle room again to get you to 6,000, or if you're up, you might even have more space than that. So that's the first rule, is to make sure you don't lose more than 4% in a day. Probably the single most important rule. So here's the key. Don't even think about a strategy until you can quote those rules without looking. Too many traders fail simply because they don't respect the limits. If you know the rules, you can design your trades around staying safe inside of them. Before you purchase an evaluation, I just want to call out that I have a discount affiliate code that you can use to save money on the evaluation itself, so you don't have to pay full price right here. I'm an affiliate with Breakout Prop, so I earn a commission, but you also get to save money as well. So the way you'll do that is you'll click on this, and when you get down here, you'll fill out the discount code, GGRF7W. There is one other tip that I forgot to mention that I always would do, and that is take the 90-10 profit split. When you click on this, you have to pay 10% more up front, but then you get to keep 10% more on the back end. So, considering they're giving you about 100x leverage on what you put up front, to me, that always is worth it. Again, not financial advice. That's just what I would always do is click 90-10 profit split. So that means instead of them taking 20% of your profits, they'll only take 10%. So that means if you have $10,000 in profit and you go to withdraw it, they only keep $1,000 instead of $2,000, and you get to take out $9,000 instead of $8,000. My second tip is to trade smart and not fast. A lot of traders try to hit the target in just 1 or 2 trades, and I know you've seen people say that they've done that before, but I found that that's a little more risky. So one of the things I want to call out while we're talking about this is the leverage that they have built in on Breakout Prop. As you see here, it says up to 5x. The reason that's the case is because when you're trading Bitcoin or Ethereum, they actually have 5x leverage built into each ticker. So if you're trading, for example, right, if you got a $100,000 account, I've got more than that here because I've been in here for a while, but if you had a $100,000 account and you put all $100,000 of it on Bitcoin, 5x leverage would be $500,000. So if that goes against you, you can hit that minus 4% awfully fast. So you don't really need to use $100,000 of the Bitcoin, in my opinion, unless you have super duper high conviction and a super tight stop loss, because otherwise, this move happened against you, you'd probably be breached if you had the whole entire bankroll and you're trying to go long up here. You get what I'm saying? So you don't have to use the whole thing. As you can see over here, a lot of my trades were small wins that just added up over time. You see what I'm saying? So I didn't use like 100 grand on any one trade. In fact, you could see I used actually smaller amounts and I just got big percentage returns. Now the thing is, back to Breakout Prop here, or I should say here, 5x is only for Bitcoin and Ethereum. All the other coins are only 2x, but they all do have 2x leverage built in. So you want to be cognizant of that they're going to move twice as fast as what you see on a normal exchange when you're trading. So basically, my second tip would be don't risk more than 0.5% to 1% of your entire account per trade. And again, I go over this in that other video that I pointed out earlier that is already on my YouTube channel. Think of it like this. Passing the evaluation isn't about making the most money. It's about showing discipline. If you can string together steady, low-risk trades, you'll hit the target without ever getting close to violating the drawdown rules. The last thing I want to say about tip number 2 is that you have unlimited time to pass the evaluation. So you don't have to feel rushed. You can take a bunch of small trades and let them add up to $10,000, and then you're funded and keep doing that same strategy, and then you get to withdraw every single day, as they say right here in their rules. Payouts on demand. Tip number 3 is something I say all of the time, but I think it really applies to Breakout Prop when you're trying to pass the evaluation, and that's learn to trade in both directions. Here's a trade I took this morning today. It was a short. So that means I'm betting on price to go down. A lot of people in crypto are betting on price only to go up, and all they ever do is try to buy dips. Well, I got news for you. Crypto is awfully volatile. Learn to trade in both directions equally. So this was Ethereum Classic. You can see this red arrow is where I entered the short, and right here, this green arrow is where I took the profit because we caught the move right after the stock market opened. I kind of figured it was going to drop, and that's exactly what happened, and I took my profit. So there's actually 2 parts to tip number 3. Number 1 is learn to trade in both directions, but the other is learn to take profit. Don't try to hold on to home runs for too long. We're trying to pass an evaluation that'll come back to bite you. And look, I caught the whole move right here. Will it go lower? Could it go lower? Went a little bit lower, but then it started to come back up again. And we're almost at net even right now. Actually, I'd be giving back some by now. If you catch the move, sometimes you just want to take the profit, and then you're going to re-wait for that good setup again. Don't try to go for home runs. Learn to trade in both directions. So that's tip number 3. Here's one more bonus tip. I highly recommend you join their Discord and also get familiar with their customer support. They have pretty good response time, and they've answered a lot of questions for me. It's actually how I was able to make all of those tutorial videos, because anytime I had a problem where I got stuck, I'd ask customer support, and I knew others would have those same questions, so that's why I made videos showing folks how to do it on my YouTube channel. You can also join my Discord, where I will talk to you personally about any trade setups you have. I'll put the link in the description of this video. We'll put up here on the screen as well, but my private group is called the Profit Circle. Point is, you can join it for free and tell me your trade setups in the general chat, and I'll go over them. No problem. We have other traders in there as well, some other pro traders in there too, so we're also calling out setups and opportunities that we see live in real time. I'm in there pretty much 7 days a week, man. I won't say I'm in there 24/7, but all of my waking hours, I'm checking it. So that's definitely what I got going on. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this out with a friend. make sure that you use my discount code anytime you purchase an evaluation, as many times as you want, and you can share it with as many people as you want because it saves you money, and Breakout Prop doesn't really do promotions. So the affiliate discount code is usually the only way you can save any money on an evaluation. So I appreciate you. It helps out the channel. And good luck trading. Any questions, leave them in the comments. Anything that did work for you or didn't work for you, leave those in the comments of this video. I'm going to answer as many as I can. And good luck out there, traders, man. Join the Profit Circle. It's your boy Cassius Cuvée. Subscribe.